If it is easily attainable, take it off your vision board. If you didn't set goals intentionally at the beginning of the year, this video is for you. If you set goals that are boring or easily attainable at the beginning of the year, this video is for you. If you don't have a vision board for 2024, especially for Q2, now that we're in Q2, this video is for you. Quick disclaimer, I'm going to show you the vision board that I created for my year. If there is anybody who wants to speak a negative word or think a negative thought against my life, against my vision board, against my plans, may those negative thoughts, may those negative plans come back to my life in form of tenfold blessings. Tenfold blessings. Amen. So the purpose of this video is to talk about vision boards and / prayer boards, however you like to refer to them. And it's also to talk about goals, goal setting, and just to dive into that because I feel like it's a skill I'm slowly learning with time. And this year it's really working in my favor. So I wanted to share a bit on that for anyone who's interested in setting goals or doing a vision board. So yeah, welcome. Start off this video. I would like to say, I would like to share my inspiration for making this video. I was sitting in the office and I received an email from a certain university to share insights on digital marketing for a webinar. And honestly, I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. And I remembered on my vision board, which I will show you in a bit, I put a microphone. And it's because I liked public speaking in high school, but then after I moved schools to another high school, you know, being the new girl and all, anxiety, whatever, I became more like quite quiet. And so I didn't have the courage to quite speak in public and like share my thoughts. Yes, it is a webinar and it feels perfect because it's like gonna ease me into the public speaking world. I would love to host events. Okay, I don't know if I mean corporate events, that is. I don't think I would thrive so well hosting like, I don't know, like a whole, I don't think I would thrive well hosting, you know, those events with DJs and who, no girl, unless it's like my friend's birthday or something. But corporate events, I would thrive hosting corporate events. And that's something that I put on my vision board, just like jokes, the microphone to symbolize public speaking. So yes, that's the inspiration. That's a bit about the inspiration for making this video. Now we can get into the video. Quick disclaimer, I'm going to show you the vision board that I created for my year at the beginning of the year. I think I created it in February, end of February. If there is anybody who wants to speak a negative word or think a negative thought against my life, against my vision board, against my plans, may those negative thoughts, may those negative plans come back to my life in form of tenfold blessings. Tenfold blessings. Amen. Let's start with the things that I've come to on my vision board thus far. As I mentioned, the public speaking microphone is here and I've been invited to speak at a webinar, which is amazing, and it will happen in Jesus' name. The second thing, I wanted a camera. To be completely honest, I wanted another phone because I prefer shooting on mobile than I do camera, because for one, mobile is just easier for me. I don't have to buy SD cards. I don't have to think of other equipment. I don't have to think of lenses and stuff like that. Microphones and stuff, yes, I do for mobile, like I'll get lapels and all, but that's less expensive than it would be for a camera. I've gotten a new phone by God's grace. Then what else? I've been drinking more water, more than I did last year. Am I where I want to be with that? No, but then I'm somewhere. Okay. Reading the Bible, I have a Bible app, so every morning I see the verse and I read it. Obviously I can be more intentional with taking notes and all, but so far I've made a stride towards it. YouTube, we're a bit far from this goal, but then I'm not going to shun it and say it's not possible. I want to hit 10K on YouTube, which is something I'm working towards. Currently we are at 1,300 if I'm not wrong. And I also do want to get monetized on YouTube by the end of this year, but then I'm going to probably shorten the goal just to make myself feel a bit more pressure. You know, diamonds are formed under pressure. create that content. I am creating that content here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram as well. I will travel. I have travel plans for this year, which is amazing, which is something that is going to come to pass, and already in the works. Money flows to me from multiple sources. It indeed does. I have gotten 2 opportunities for paid work as a result of where I work. I wanted to share with you just for clarity, so that I'm not just sharing vaguely. I will give examples and everything as we go along. So I want to tell you guys my goal setting rules. I have rules for setting goals, okay? Rule number 1, no limits. There are no limits to the goals that I set. They are above and beyond, sometimes even what people like to call unrealistic, okay? And again, I have said people, okay? So no limits. 2, no dreams are too big, which honestly, that's one and the same thing as no limits. No dream is too big for me, my goals, my vision board or prayer board. No dream is too large. They are all attainable. Even if it is something that's like, how will I even start? Weka hapo, Mungu atakuonyesha. Next, if it is easily attainable, take it off your vision board. Kindly stop. That's not what a vision board is for, because that's a daily planner or to-do list, because you know you're able to do it now, immediately now. But what are you working towards? What are you anticipating? What is driving you? What are you working towards? You can't put there something that you're going to do tomorrow morning and then call it a dream and call it a goal. Come on, take it off the board. Be as detailed as possible. It doesn't have to be on your vision board per se. On your goals, the place where you write your goals, be detailed. Be detailed. Say you want to save dash amount of money. Say that you want to reach this amount of subscribers by this time. Don't leave out anything. And even if you do, the next step comes in, which is point number 5. Pray over your goals, pray over your vision board, pray over your prayer board, because there's some things, desires of our hearts or plans that God has that we can't even imagine, we can't even fathom the great plans God has for us. Pray over your goals, pray over your vision board in case there's anything that you've left out, or even something that's there that is not supposed to be there or not meant to be there in that particular season, that God may, guide you to the plan that He has for your life in that particular year or season. Point number 6, your goals are personal. So stop setting your goals based on what other people think or based on societal standards. Is it even possible? I've never seen anybody else do it, so be the first person to do it. Why do you need to see someone else do it to know it's possible? Why can't you do it and then other people will know that it's possible? Why can't you be used as an example? Why is it that you're always looking to others for advice or to see if something is possible? Why can't people look to you? Maybe you're the standard. No one else needs to understand your goals except you and God. They need to be so crazy that even if you tell somebody else, they'll be like, okay, wewe, nika umechizi sasa. It's like you've lost it, man. You get me? You get me. Then now we come back to how are we going to achieve these goals, which is the last point. Write out actionable steps on how we're going to get to some of these goals, the majority if you can. I know some of the goals that we've put out, like for me, the public speaking one, I was not actively putting any steps towards it. And so that's one that's like, okay, I've just put it there. I'm not too sure about that, but it's something I want to happen. But for the things that require your effort, for example, mental health goals or general health goals, maybe you need to work out more, or maybe you need to start therapy and stuff like that. Write out goals for that in actionable steps. So let's say for me, I want to attend 1 therapy session, 2 therapy sessions. Maybe for work, I want to complete my tasks before time. Write out actionable steps so that your goals don't just seem like fiction. Now we've brought it back to the real world. Because I know on a daily basis, maybe I'm going to save money through reducing my transport costs, not buying food for lunch, instead carry food from home, ABCD, stuff like that. So actionable steps is my last rule for my goals. Currently, those are my rules for the goals that I set. Obviously, with time, it will evolve, but for now, that's where we're at. Okay? Yes. Let me know what rules you would want to add to, you know, your goal setting, or what rules you feel like I've left out. Let me know down below. Now let's get into how to write out your goals, or how to even create this vision board in the first place. What do I put, what do I not put, and everything in between. Point number 1, write your goals in categories that are easy to digest, easy to follow. For example, where I had written my goals, I have spiritual goals, I have mental goals, I have general health goals, I have financial goals, I have everyday actions and things that I want to do to improve myself. That's what works for me currently. Okay, and then I in every section I break down into points. Like, for example, if it's spiritual goals, I want to attend church more often, whether physically or online, read the Bible and pray every day, worship God on a personal level, connect with him personally. How will I do that? Maybe talking to him more through prayer. It doesn't have to be like morning I'm praying, then that's it, you know, throughout the day. What else? Listening to worship, which is something that I really enjoy, etc. Break down those goals in those categories so that it looks like actionable steps that you can take, not just I want to improve my mental health, but how do you want to improve your mental health? So write that down. Okay. Number 2, that comes from my rules for my goals. Don't write goals that you can achieve tomorrow morning, or that you could have achieved yesterday. You know, like, write out things that challenge you, that drive you, that ignite a fire in your soul. Let your goals, you know, drive purpose in your life. Okay. Yeah. In those different categories, write the outcome of what you would want. For example, for spiritual goals, I personally want to connect with God and have a relationship with him. Like, write it out in a way that you see the end result before it's even happened. Find a way for your goals to remain between you and God. Okay, maybe you can share them with a few trusted people. I am sharing with you guys for educational purposes, obviously, and for, you know, helping the girls out. But if you can keep them between you and God, by all means, do that. Because what I've realized is many people will put down your goals. Why? Because they don't even believe in themselves. So if you don't believe in yourself, and I tell you my amazing dream, what do I expect from you? I expect for you to tell me that it's not possible. I expect for you to tell me that it's never gonna happen. And then when it happens, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. But you did not believe that it could happen in the first place, because people love to project. Okay, people love to project. So if you can keep your goals between you and God and the people who truly have your best interest at heart, by all means, I feel like that is the way to go for goal setting. Okay, now that you've written out your goals in different categories and you have broken down the goals into small chunks, okay, small point size bits, now what do you do after that? Okay, let's get into that. Now again, these are simply examples. You will apply them to your situation, to apply them to your life, apply them to the goals that you have set for yourself or that you want to attain, if that makes sense. Okay, these are just examples, not for you to go and copy mine. Kindly be creative, just to guide you in the setting goals process. Okay, then another tip is to review your goals regularly, which is something I've not done very well. As you review your goals, you'll see the things that you've achieved or the things that you've not achieved, and you'll look for ways to now move forward. Now we move into the physical part of making the vision board. You can either make your vision board digital or physical, depending. I prefer a physical vision board. Sometimes I also prefer digital, but for this example, I am going to talk about both so that you can have options. I did a physical vision board, as you can see. I used the back of an art book, if you know the art books I'm saying, and then I just cut off the back and then just used that. So I printed out images. It's just actual paper, not like photo material, and then I just layered the images that I chose. For images, not every goal that you have will be represented on your vision board. For selecting of images, Some of the images I made myself and have my face and everything. The rest I got on Pinterest and all, and just I never include people's faces on my vision board because, again, this is about me. It's not about anybody else but me and my goals and my life. So I really avoid having other people's faces and stuff like that in my images. This is like a summary of your goals in form of images, okay? The big goals you can put on here. The crazy goals that you thought would never happen, you can put on here, just so that you get motivation whenever you see it physically, okay? So that's basically what I did. Before I stuck on these images, at the back of this thing, behind these images, I wrote Bible verses that are true to my heart, Bible verses that I feel like have driven me this year. Some have even forgotten what I wrote because I was looking for the picture that I took. But one of them is Romans 10:11, which is a verse that my mom gave me either when I was in class 8 or in form 4 or both. And it says, for whoever believes in him shall not be put to shame. Another one to add, in case that's a verse, in case you're looking for Bible verses, which you can also just, Google or peruse through your Bible. Isaiah 60:22. Nimesahau. Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And so any other Bible verse that you come across or that you learn or that you research and find, you can add it to your vision board physically at the back before you stick, or even at the back in case you want to remember them, which is what I should have done. For order, when creating the vision board, you can first use a digital, how do I want to explain this? So I'm trying to say, if you don't know where to place what, you can either first arrange the images without sticking with glue and then see if that works. If that feels like a lot of work for you, on Canva, if you have the images downloaded, find a document and just add the images in a certain order that makes sense. And then when you come to physically doing it, you can now pachika in that order. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then I don't know. I've tried my best. For digital, you can use Canva, get the images off Pinterest, get the images from your past or things like that. Like for travel, I used an image from a trip that I was on last year, December. So just get creative and have fun with it as well. So yeah, digital is pretty easy because you'll just use Canva. Canva is free. It has templates. You can just search vision board. If not, you can just get a blank image and just keep a blank document rather on Canva and just add the images as you see fit. Download it, use it as your lock screen, or just have it in your documents to keep reviewing whenever you decide. But I saw a comment from somebody, I've forgotten their name. Hold on, let me just check. Again, can I just say, by the way, my memory is not the best, which is something I'm not ready to talk about yet, but it's getting better. So if I forget, kindly, if you met me somewhere and I forget, I'm not just being rude. My memory is quite questionable and I don't like talking about it too much. Just 1 minute. There's someone who wrote, Hiko wapi? Somebody wrote something and I was like, girl. Damn, I didn't respond to these comments for this video. Hiya. I always respond, don't I? Hiya. So Tina. Hello Tina, I hope you're doing well. This is for you. So Tina commented on one of my videos, feeling encouraged, soon I will tell the same story. And so I responded to Tina and I said, you will tell your own unique story that God will have tailored to your life. Comparison is the thief of joy. And it's something that people say often and is mentioned a lot, but then we don't take into account its impact. For example, I saw a lot of people getting monetized on YouTube and hitting 1,000 subscribers. And I was like, no, but me, I put in so much effort and I really try and I really hone my craft and I learned how to edit on my own. And I've been doing this for 3 years now. Why not me? But it's like, was it your turn? Or was it someone else's turn? Learn to clap for others until it is your turn. And because of comparing myself, I lost a lot of time wallowing. Oh, my nose is running. Sorry. I was saying, because of comparing myself and wallowing, I started to think that my content was not good enough, or that, you know, other people are deserving of opportunities and of stuff like that, and I am not. And so I was really down on myself and all, which was really bad, obviously, you know. And so when I saw that comment on one of my YouTube videos saying that soon you will tell the same story, no, you will not. You will not tell the same story. You will tell your own story. Your own story that I pray is 10 times better and more amazing than mine will ever be, you know? Because what God is doing in your life is not the same as what He is doing in my life. It's different, completely different. So even as you watch my content or watch other people's content or people that inspire you, remember that that is their life and you have your life, and your situations are not the same. Circumstances are not the same. The way God works in that person's life is not the way it's going to work in your life. Okay? You are unique. Your story is unique, beautifully so. Let things happen in God's time. Okay? That's all. And comparison is the thief of joy. Kindly, do not forget that. So yeah, those are my few thoughts. On another note, there's something I want to talk about that I haven't talked about on my channel, if I'm not wrong. Friendships. I know we've pivoted from goals to friendships, but bear with me. I used to think that I would never experience like a real, true friendship where I'm not jealous of you, you're not jealous of me, you have your goals, I have mine, I celebrate your wins, you celebrate mine, and intentionally so. So when I received this gift from my friend Kadhoni, genuinely it made me feel seen, and it made me feel like, it made me feel celebrated, and I hope to be half as good as a friend to her as she is to me. So I want to show you guys what she did. Okay, I'm going to show you the gift. And let me tell you one thing about me, intentional gifts, like, they make me so happy. The fact that you sat down and did something for me with your time, or even with your money or whatever, like, it just makes me feel so seen and so happy. Like, let me show you. Let me show you. And my point for this is saying, if you are in a season where you feel like you don't have friends, or rather you don't have the intentionality that you'd want in a friendship, give it time and your people will find you. Your people will find you. Okay, not you guys seeing my window. She asked me to send her the pictures from Amcham, and she literally made it into like a whole, like, she made it into a whole, like, what can I call it? She made it into a whole picture frame, and no one has ever celebrated me in such a way, obviously, except like my parents. Actually, yeah, my parents celebrated me like that, but sorry, someone is attempting to call me. But yeah, so this genuinely has really, like, I don't know, it's just perfection to me that she took the time to do this and like celebrate a really significant moment in my career, in my life, a pivotal moment in my opinion, because I showed myself and God showed me what I am capable of doing, that I am capable of doing the things that even people say that I can't do, and I am capable of more than I can ever imagine. Only God knows. Me, whenever I set a goal, I'm like, okay, this is my humble request, and then God is like, girl, scratch that. This is what I want you to do. This is the plan that I have for you. So even as you write down your goals, even as you, hey, sorry, this person is really looking for me. Hello? Sema, what's up? Kadhoni, if you're watching this, which I'm not too sure if you are, I think you are, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless your heart. And I'm so grateful for our friendship. And yeah, anyway, that's all I have to share for this video as I close out the video, because the light is literally going because the day is ending. Remember that your goals are between you and the Lord. Remember that it's not for everyone to understand your goals and for everyone to get a grip of why exactly you put this and not that and this. No. Your goals are yours. They are personal. Your life is yours. It is personal. So discuss with God, convene with him, and that should be the end all be all. It's for an audience of one. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, kindly leave me a white heart down below. If you haven't noticed, at the end of every video I ask for the girls to leave me a heart down below of a specific color, then I'll know you watched the video to the end. Be blessed. May you find the strength within to pull yourself together and lean on the Lord for strength in that particular season, because life does not always go as we anticipate. Things go wrong sometimes and all, but may you have the strength to overcome, because again, what I always tell myself is this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Have a blessed week, day, month, year, life, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.